What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and I'm back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we just got some really good news, honestly. It's for more or less just JP at the moment. We're hoping it comes out from both Global and JP. I don't see why it wouldn't, especially with them syncing the game. But we did just get the announcement for the Rose EZA for the LR, which pretty much I pointed this out the other day that they actually were doing this because I found the information on the wiki as well, and then JP eventually just went on and released it anyway. But I digress. They did announce the EZA on JP. We should be getting all those announcements tonight or tomorrow on Global. So let's just jump right in and actually dissect this EZA a little bit. Sorry about that. I had to adjust the mic. I felt like it was aimed down too low. So he's going to be a Future Saga Key 4 150, which realistically at this point you're not going to use him for a leader at all, unless if you're a newer player that doesn't have a full-on good Future Saga leader. Which, by how many Future Saga units just came out, I highly doubt you're really going to use him anyway. But if you have to, 150 still isn't terrible. He's an Extreme Key +4 for INT types and 100% to stats. On his 12 Key Super, he greatly raises his defense, which he maintained from his prior form, and gives a medium chance of stunning. And on his Ultra Super, so his 18 Key, he actually greatly raises attack and defense this time, and causes mega colossal damage to enemy, which is really nice. But the drastic changes they made were in the passive skill. He went from Key, no Key, just 66% attack and defense, and 6% attack each time Key raises up to 120. Now he has Key 3 and 160 to stats, attack and defense, plus an additional 8% each time Key raises by 1 up to 160%, I'm sorry. So that means that if you give him 20 Key Spheres, for some reason it magically hits all 20, you're giving him an additional 160% to stats straight into his passive before that, and that's pre-super, by the way. Key 3 goes up when there's Key is 18 or more, so that's an additional 8, 16, 24%, and launches additional super attack when Key is 22 or more. So if you can give him 19 Key, give him the 3 more from his passive, that'll guarantee you 2 supers, which will be the 18 and then the 12. He gets Key +6 and a high chance of performing crits for the rest of the battle after delivering the final blow, which the final blow would be the final stage or the final bit of health for any stage in that specific fight. Recovers 6% HP when HP is 66% or above, so he gives you a guaranteed heal like the rest of the fighter for the team pretty much, and then he recovers 6% at the end of each turn in which attack was received. So as long as you're above 66% health and you just take one hit, whether it does a lot of damage to you or not, you're gonna gain 12% HP, as long as you don't go below that 66% threshold, that is. So you'll gain 12% of that health back. Excuse me. He has an active skill, which is the Rage, which we all know about, which can be activated when HP is 66% or less, starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. So, me, realistically, the Rage doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't, so I'm probably not going to use it other than the attacks effective against all types, so I'm probably not going to use it at all. But there's the Rage. He has some pretty... He has some pretty good Link skills in Super Saiyan, Fear and Faith, Kamehameha, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. All of them are pretty good links. The only ones he's probably not going to have active is Super Saiyan, Fear and Faith. He'll have Fear and Faith, but Super Saiyan and Kamehameha are the only two I think will really struggle with getting active. Unless if he links specifically with the LR, or the EZA Rose we just got. This one right here. This one right here, because they will share all of these links. The only ones he's missing is Fear and Faith and I want to say Legendary Power. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, that's his best linking partner is himself. So those two running side by side will actually be pretty decent of a setup, which will make it so you get Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, Kamehameha, Super Saiyan, and Fierce Battle. But now back to this man. As you can see, his stats are relatively good at 100%. He has a lot of health, a lot of attack, decent defense. So that defense is really where he's going to need that buff from his supers and from his passive, which is really nice that they actually gave him a lot. His categories are all really good that'll fit on as well, but you'll probably only use him on Realm of Gods, Vatara, Future Saga, and Time Travelers. maybe Worldwide Chaos because of the new Zamasu's leader skill, but I don't really see you running him on Power Behind Super Saiyan, Power Wishes, Accelerated Battle, Exploding Rage, maybe not. But the way his okay, so let's see here real quick. He raises defense by 50% for 1 turn on both of his super attacks. So if you're doing a double super, you're stacking the defense twice by 50%. And also, mind you, I actually happened to look up the calculations done by Halvard. All credits go to him. Without support, turn 1, start a defense, he's going to be at 189,000 defense. Not terrible, not good for when you're against the AoE Zamasu, but you really won't be running him against that AoE Zamasu. So if he's a slot 3 unit like he's expected to be, slot 2, slot 3, where he's not really going to get hit right off the way, that's where you want him. After a 12 key super, it goes up to 558. After his 18 key super, it goes up to almost 700,000. After his 18 key with the additional 12 key super, you're looking at 926,000. After his 18 key super with 2 12 key supers, you're looking at 1.2 million. With max key, these are the stats you're looking at, a high of 1.2 million. Now, with all of this put together into this one, you're looking at a max defense with a 40% support, mind you, which that's where it's going to be kind of hard to fit a 40% support on the team if he's a slot 3 unit. So that's a very unlikely number to get, unless if, like I said, you run him as a slot 2, with your slot 1 unit being maybe merge Zamasu, but then you're not getting all your links active, but you will be getting the link that actually matters the most, which is Big Bad Bosses. So that'll be your best one to hope for. But you're looking at probably 1.4 million defense if everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And this is with all links active too, though, which is what's going to make it kind of hard to get this high of a defensive stat. But that's still a ridiculously high defense. Even if you're sitting around the 740, 800,000 defense, that's really, really good. The only thing that I wish he did have was like a turn 1 guard or something, just so he has a chance to at least super before he gets completely demolished. But he really shouldn't take that much damage once he does super and actually go in. But then again, that's why you do this here. You rebuild your hidden potential completely. This is from Greg Daw, DBZ on Twitter. I actually like the way he did his. Mine is really, really similar. Mine's not identical to his. Mine's a little bit differently in the sense of mine is a 19 additional, 1 crit because it was one of the skill orbs I put on, and 18 dodge is how I made mine. He ran his 15 additional, no crit, 20 dodge because he has that built-in crit chance. I don't know why he completely removed crit chance, because all he has is high chance of performing critical hit after he delivers the final blow. But if he doesn't deliver that final blow, he's not doing a crit at all. So that's why I left at least 1 crit in there. I might try to change that a little bit more and make it so it's slightly better for crit. But he still needs a little bit in there, but that's a pretty perfect hidden potential system in my opinion, or at least pretty close to ideal. So that allows you to have him dodge, high chance of doing that extra additional super to fully max out and get the max key meter with the double additional supers, or even if you don't have support or max key meter, it can give you the chance to get up to one of these 2 numbers relatively easy, while still also giving him the chance to dodge early enough on in the fight so he can dodge the AoE at the beginning of the turn, and then give him that chance to, when he does come around, to be able to do his supers and then not take really much damage. But yeah, I mean, realistically guys, there you go. That's all the news that we got on the JP side in regards to the worldwide download celebration. But we did get some other interesting news, which I'll be dropping in a separate video coming out for JP, but not necessarily for global yet. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you liked any of the information I gave you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because that lets me know you guys actually enjoyed the content. And don't forget to go to the description down below and go follow my Twitter, or my TikTok and my Twitter or X account, so I can post updates on there to you guys and keep you guys in touch with everything. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.